I am in the second most recognizable community in all of Canada. Spectacular scenery, endless beaches, and the perfect blend. Today I'm in Kitsilano, commonly referred to as Kits. Today I'm going to take you on a tour, show you the amenities of this community, why so many people want to call Kits home. We're going to look at some real estate, show you what you can get in apartments, in townhomes, and we're going to take a look at a single family property here. And then we're going to finish off the tour at a property that I think could make a great first property for somebody or a potential great investment. So make sure you stick around. If this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything there is about real estate in Vancouver, subscribe below. Tap the bell for notifications to be the first to learn what's going on in the current market here in Vancouver. My name's Megan Becker, local realtor, eXp Realty. Myself and my team get calls every day from people looking to make this incredible city their home. So whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, give me a call, text, or email, and I'm excited to tour you around the best city.
Okay, let's hop on a mobile bike and let's tour Kits.
All right, these Mobi bikes are one of my favorite forms of transportation here. I actually have a yearly membership. It costs about $120 a year, and they've got stations like this all around the main communities in Vancouver, Kits and Fairview, downtown East Van, and they're super handy. What I really like is that I can grab one by my place, and then I can go wherever I need to go, and then I don't actually have to, lock up a bike or worry about, coming home with a bike if I want to meet friends or anything like that. So we're gonna hop on these and take you guys for a tour.
All right, let's define the boundaries of Kits. So as you can see, boundary to the north is the ocean. Boundary to the east is Broad Street. Boundary to the south is 16th Ave. And then boundary to the west is Alma Street. Okay, I ditched the Mobi bike because we are walking south from the beach. And as you can see here, there is a decent amount of incline here. So what are my 5 favorite things about Kits? Well, the first thing is it really is this community that blends this urban and suburban. So urban, like, you're really well connected to all the areas of Vancouver. Jump on Granville Street and you're in downtown Yaletown. Right underneath Granville Bridge is Granville Island, which is a market. There's tons of different shops, there's theaters, there's so many things to do, really great restaurants down there. And then you've got this suburban feel with the beach. You're super close to Pacific Spirit Park. Got all of these really gorgeous tree-lined streets. And one of the things people really love here is being able to walk everywhere. Walk to meet your friends at restaurants, hangout spots, really cool coffee shops.
My second favorite about Kits is the beach. Most recreational activities focus around the waterfront to some extent or another, with the beach being here, with the outdoor pool. And just a quick side note here, there was actually some issues with this pool earlier on this year. And this is an iconic piece of Kitsilano, is this outdoor pool. It's the longest outdoor swimming pool. They were having issues with the foundation, and I think with the tides and the ocean being right there, that they were undergoing a lot of maintenance. And earlier on this season, they actually didn't think that they were gonna open it. But I just saw a news release and it said that August 8th, it's actually officially going to open. And this is such an incredible area. I've done swim training, and there's just something so therapeutic about being outdoor in an outdoor pool, especially here. You're by the beach, you have the mountains and downtown in the background, and it is so incredibly relaxing. Whether you're doing swim training or you just want to hang out with your friends, or just go relax in the water with some incredible scenery. Plus, you've got tennis courts, basketball courts. There's always people playing beach volleyball down here. People running, walking, jogging, biking along the seawall, rollerblading, every bit of activity. On a warm summer evening or even during the day, you're going to find people all over here just grabbing a blanket, grabbing books, maybe even their laptop, and just working, quote unquote, from the beach.
The third thing I love about Kits is the transportation. It is so easy to get around here. It's really easy. You can park your car on a Friday after work and don't even see your car till Monday morning. You could walk everywhere within a couple blocks. There's a Mobi station where you can pick up and grab a bike. I don't know about you guys, put it in the comments, but how much do you love summertime and just looking down these tree-lined streets? It's one of my favorite things.
My fourth favorite thing about Kitsilano is the schools. So this makes it a really great neighborhood for families. And so typical with any older neighborhood is the school possibilities are endless for all different ages. You've got 4 elementary schools featuring the iconic heritage Henry Hudson Elementary and multiple options for both private and public secondary schools.
My fifth favorite thing about Kits is the restaurant scene here. And in the process of putting together this tour, I was like, man, it would be really fun to be a food blogger. But anyways, I picked my 6, I don't know if I would call them favorites, but a variety that gives you guys a good variation of different cuisines, different features that you can enjoy when you're living here. So thanks so much for watching the video so far. If you're getting value from this video and you want to see more videos of me breaking down different areas and property types that you can get in each area, I would love for you to subscribe, hit that like button. It tells YouTube that you're enjoying the content, and it just encourages me to keep putting together great tours like this for you.
So first restaurant is called Dark Table. It is on the corner of Trafalgar and 4th.
So why this restaurant? Well, this one is very, very unique. So all of the servers are actually blind. The restaurant is pitch black. And so you go in and you can't have any phones, any lights that make you take off your smartwatch. You can't have any phones or anything that emits light. And it's a totally blind dining experience. And the whole idea behind it is that, like anything, when you remove one of your senses, the other ones are supposed to be heightened. And so you get this really, really unique dining experience where, you're tasting food in a, I guess you'd say maybe a more heightened manner. But I'm curious, has anyone else been there? Put it in the comments. I would love to hear your experience. Did you like it? Would you give it a thumbs up? Or was it one of those where you're like, no, I'd rather be able to see what's going on my plate? Okay, we're coming up on Tutu Bell Gelato, and I've wanted to go to this place for a while because it is essentially a combination of gelato and mochi, and I think I timed it perfectly. Okay, I've been wanting to try this for a long time. Not sure if I'm going to be able to do this record at the same time, but no, doesn't look like it. But yeah, they only have a limited number of the mochi gelatos, and the last couple times that I tried to get one, they were sold out. So super excited about this. Okay, so I guess this is the best way to eat it. Just kind of like our show's on. Highly recommend making a trip. So they open at 1 p.m. and it is about 10 after 1 when I got there, and had a lot left. So I love the matcha. I find it really refreshing. Pretty sure it's on my face. And this is Annalena. So it's not super happening right now because they don't open till 5. They've got a cute little patio here, but we're just off of Burrard and on First Ave. And this is a Michelin star restaurant, a very, very cool atmosphere. And it's one of the things that I've really found with the Michelin star restaurants is the food is exceptional, obviously, but the service is like second to none. And that's what I really found is when I'm going out to eat and I'm paying a lot of money for food, the food can only be so good, but it's the service and just the atmosphere and the environment. But as far as cuisine goes, think foie gras, caviar, that kind of stuff.
All right, across the street from me on the north side of Broadway here is a restaurant called East is East, and it is Afghan.
And the reason why I wanted to show you guys this one is because I had never tried Afghan food before I moved to Vancouver. I didn't really know what it was, but it is Middle Eastern cuisine. The spices are amazing, and they have this platter that I think it's about $40. It's been a few months since I've been there, about $40, $45, and you just get to try basically any dish that you want, and you get unlimited refills of whatever dish you want. So it's a really good way just to try the type of food and experience all that they have on the menu.
So I'm still on 4th here, and there's a few really good ones. So there's Fable, which is a few of these chains. It stands for farm to table, and they have a really, really great brunch, really good food as represented by their name there. And then over here, we've got another ice cream spot. There's a few of these in around Vancouver called Rain or Shine, some of the best ice cream. And then we have the classic Taco Fino, which there are multiple locations in and around the Vancouver area. And the cool thing about them is that they've actually got a little bit different menu at each of the locations. So I know there's a few spots that I like to go to just stocks, depending on what taco I'm in the mood for. Let's talk real estate in Kitsilano. So you're going to get a very diverse range of housing. You're going to see behind me these older style apartment buildings with a mix of the 4-story or the 8 to 10-story high rises. You're going to find a lot of older heritage homes, the 100-plus-year-old homes, townhomes, duplexes, heritage homes that have been converted into triplexes or fourplexes. So benchmark sale price for Kitsilano right now at the time of this reporting, which is July of 2024, for apartment style condos is $757,000. For townhomes, it's $1.372 million. And for single family detached homes, it's $2.86 million. So let's start at the lower range. What can you expect here? So up to about $600,000, you're gonna find the older style, original condition, 1-bedroom condos in older buildings. And some of these are going to be co-ops that are at the lower ranges. So this is actually a shared ownership in the building, which there's pros and cons. There's pros and cons with any type of ownership, but usually you can find a little bit more inexpensive ones in a co-op. In the high 600s, this is where you're going to start to see those original properties with some type of varying amounts of renovations. And then the 2-bed, 2-bath, you're going to start to see these in and around the $900,000 range. And then 3 beds, you're going to find either in the townhome variety or the apartment style condos. You're going to find these starting around the $1.3 million range. So you might be asking yourself, what determines value? Like any real estate, location and condition are the 2 biggest factors. But once you start getting into the single family properties, lot size plays a huge role in determining value of real estate here. So you're going to see some 100-plus-year-old homes on a 4,000 square foot lot that are selling in and around the $2.6 million range. And the reason being is that with that 400,000 square foot lot, you're going to start to be able to put more units on the property. There's a multiplex plan that has come into effect here in the city of Vancouver that's allowing developers to put more units on the property, which in turn increases the value of those lots. I am standing in front of 2490 West 2nd here. So there's currently a 1-bed plus den, 1-bath on the market for $749,000. So it's 704 square feet. Building was built in 1997. It's been partially updated. The one nice thing about this property is you do have in-suite laundry, which there are a lot of buildings in Kits that are older, the 70s, 80s, and a lot of them do have shared laundry. So in-suite laundry, I know is a deal breaker for me. I'm curious, put it in the comments. Is in-suite laundry a deal breaker for you or not? Have you ever lived in a property with shared laundry? I remember one of the first apartments I ever lived in had shared laundry, and I definitely did not do laundry as probably often as I should. So the nice thing about this one is that you are blocks away. Kits Beach is just behind me here.
And this property actually has a guest suite that residents of the building can actually rent out. I believe it's $45 per night. And it's really nice, especially living in a one bed. You've obviously got the den, but it's not a huge size. So if you do have guests, family, or friends that stay over, you can rent the guest suite. Some of the stratas do have that available, which is a really nice, inexpensive option for guests. I'm at Unit 1, 3536 Point Grey Road. So this is a really cool property. It is a 100-plus-year-old heritage home that has actually been converted into a triplex. And so this is something that's very common in Kitsilano, very common in a lot of areas in Vancouver, is we have these 100-year-old homes and they've been converted into newer properties. So this one has been totally gutted and it qualifies as a 2023 build. So you have all of the finishings. It's AC, high-end appliances. It is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 808 square feet, and it's on the market right now for $1.35 million. The other attractive feature about this property is that Point Grey Road is 1 block to the water. So the water is 1 block that way, and it's a super quiet street. I'm at the corner of 10th and Dunbar, coming up to a single-family detached home. We're at 3567 West 10th Ave. And this property coming up here, it just sold for $2.88 million. This property was built in 1912, which is crazy. It was renovated in 2009. This is the top of the pool only here. So again, it's that heritage home that has been converted. The value in this property lies in the lot. And so this is a 4,000 square foot lot. There's actually 9 bedrooms in this home. There's 4 bathrooms, and it's a 5-bedroom suite in the basement. So that's what a lot of developers are doing with properties like this, is they're buying properties in these really great areas. Like as you can see behind me, super gorgeous tree-lined streets. Eventually 10th Ave, it turns into a bike lane and it goes all the way into East Vancouver. And I've done that a few times. One of my favorite times of doing that was with the cherry blossoms, and you get these tree-lined streets and they're covered in cherry blossoms. So going back, developers will buy properties like this that are of that 4,000 square feet or larger. And then typically the strategy is to apply for permits right away, because stuff with the city can take a little bit, and they'll rent it out in the meantime. And so, I mean, a 5-bedroom suite is going to rent for quite a bit of money, especially in Kitsilano in this area here. And then they'll rent it out for a period of time while they apply for permits, and then be able to redevelop it and put 4 units on a property like this. And so it can be multiple configurations. You can do like a 4-plex, you could do like a triplex with a laneway, or there's so many different configurations. I've had different conversations with builders, but it's a really great opportunity to get into development, into investment, and that is a huge play here in Vancouver, because new construction is not like in other cities, where other cities typically grow outwards, whereas Vancouver, we're landlocked. You can grow obviously out into the valley, but we can really only grow up, or you're seeing development in these real older neighborhoods like this, tearing down older homes and rebuilding. I'm back on the Moby bike, heading down to another property I want to show you, but I wanted to stop here. So I'm on Arbutus and Broadway here, and you'll notice that there is a lot of construction at this intersection. And so there is a Broadway Subway plan that's coming through here. And so it's an extension of the SkyTrain line. It's going to end on Broadway and Arbutus, and there's going to be bus lines out to UBC, and it's going to be a really great extension, making things even more accessible transportation-wise here. In the interim, it's going to be a little congested with construction, and so I've had clients who've looked at properties right on Broadway and they've shied against it just because of all the construction. It's one of those things. It's like short-term sacrifice for long-term gain, because the value of a property tends to go up the better it is connected in and around the transportation hub. Okay, I'm heading east on 12th Ave here. We're coming up to a property, 2065 West 12th, and I actually did an open house here a couple weeks ago, and it was at this unit that I am just in front of right now, unit number 101. And so it is a 1-bed, 1-bath. It's on the market right now for $675,590 square feet. And it is a really great value as far as what you can get in Kitsilano for a freehold property. This one was built in 2003, so newer compared to a lot of the buildings that you are going to see in this area. And the strata fees are nice and low. They're $350 a month. And so depending on how much money that you are putting down will really dictate the cash flow on this type of property. But the reason why I really like this property is, one, it can be a really great entry point into one of the most desirable areas in Vancouver. And whether somebody wants to live in it for a couple years and then turn it around and keep it as a rental, that's just one of the great ways, especially here in Vancouver, to build up that property ladder here. Or you might just want to buy it purely as an investment. The one thing to be aware of in this unit, and you'll find this in a lot of, well, maybe not a lot, but it's common in some of the newer builds, is it's a long and narrow unit. So the only window that you have is the window that is out of your kitchen or out of your living room. And so the bedroom is actually in the center of the unit, and you don't actually have a window in the bedroom. There is a closet, but there are those sliding glass doors. I know when I was doing the open house, that was the general feedback from some people, is they didn't love that type of unit. I've had clients purchase those types of units before. I have friends live in those types of units, and it really just, it depends on personal preference. But I'm curious, would you guys live in those that type of unit? I'll put a picture up here so you can see exactly what I'm referring to. But one of the other things I love about this unit is it gives that townhome feel, because on the main floor, you've got quite a bit of patio space there. So if you have a pet, it is ideal, because you don't have to walk through your building, down an elevator, downstairs to let your pet out. And now I'm heading north, back up towards the beach here on the Arbutus Greenway bike trail. So this is a really nice bike path that goes all the way north and south along Arbutus here. This is just to my left, to the west here.
Thanks so much for joining me on this tour. I hope you've fallen in love with Kitsilano here and really understand why so many locals love calling this community home. If you're considering making a move to the greater Vancouver area, I would love to chat. I love touring people around, so please reach out. All my info is in the description box below. And if you got value from this video, I'd love for you to like and subscribe. It tells YouTube that the value is good and you're enjoying it, and it encourages me to continue to make more tours like this. And until next time, I've got a few friends that are over at Kit's Beach by the boathouse grabbing some lunch, so I'm gonna go meet up with them and probably go for another walk along the beach.